Hey guys, Brandon from BD Fitness Training here. If you wake up with a tight low back, or if throughout the day your low back gets progressively tighter, or maybe you're tight after your deadlifts, your squats, or just after your workouts, definitely check this out. I'm going to show you a few low back mobility stretches. I'm going to show you one deep stretch for your erectors and your QLs for your low back, and the last thing I'll show you is like a spinal, like a lower spine, low back decompressing position to put yourself in. So first things first, and I've done this in a few of my other videos, but I always start with cats and camels. So I drop the low back, chest is up, head is up. We tuck it all in, trying to round the upper and the lower back as high as possible. And we do this for about 10 repetitions. Take your time, big breathing. We're just trying to mobilize. Next ones we're gonna do, lay on the back, hands out to the side, knees together. Just bring them side to side. Again, we'll go 10 total, so 5 each side. After I'm done with that, take one leg, swing it over. This gets a little deeper, more of a stretch, a little bit of a torque on the back, which is fine. And then from there, I'm gonna come up like this and just kind of like hug my knees and try and pull my knees into my chest. Open up, pull the knees into the chest. Just like that. You should feel nice pulling your low back, especially if you're tight on both sides or one side. You feel really good with that. Next move, I'm going to show you a deeper stretch. I'm going to take you over to the TRX. Okay guys, so we're at the TRX. You don't need a TRX to do this stretch. You can grab a pole in your home. You can grab a piece of equipment at the gym and just hang off it. But what we're going to do is basically just sit the hips back and stretch one side at a time. What we need to remember, and I talked about this in previous videos, is this is an anterior pelvic tilt where you poke your butt out, and this is a posterior pelvic tilt, yeah? So this tightens the low back, this stretches the low back. We need to make sure we're stretching the low back in this position to get the most bang for your buck here. If we go in an anterior pelvic tilt and do this, it's not gonna work. So we're gonna just hang, we're just gonna go arms, fully lengthen the arms, sit the hips back, keep that posterior pelvic tilt, right? So I'm tucking my butt underneath me. From here, I'm pulling my hips away from my hands as far as possible, and I'm trying to stretch the right side first. So now I'm going to just bring my left hip over, and I'm trying to bring my right hip to my left side, right? So I'm trying to pull away from my hand, move my hips to the left, feel it pulling my erectors, my QL, everything that's all those muscles down there. Same thing, opposite side. If I'm trying to stretch my left side, I'm just bringing my left hip to my right side. And I'm trying to fully stretch this whole thing. So I'm trying to pull away from my right hand, pull away from my left hand. And you should feel a really deep stretch there. It feels unbelievable. Stay there for as long as possible. There's no like set time you need to sit there for. Maybe a minute to two. Really let the muscles stretch out. The last thing I'm going to show you is this decompressing exercise. Or not exercise, but position to sit yourself in. Here we go. For this one, I could have stayed on the TRX, but I decided to just try something new, just because most people have like a pole at home or in the gym and not a TRX. So here we go. All I'm going to do is go wide base with my feet, kind of like a squat stance. And I'm just going to go, again, lengthen my arms, sit my hips down low like I'm trying to touch the floor. And just hang out here for a bit. So once again, I'm trying to overemphasize the posterior tilt. And you can overemphasize that by contracting your abdominals, because once again, that's reciprocal inhibition. If you tighten up your abs, your low back has to stretch, so you can get the most bang for your buck that way. Definitely give that a shot. Mobility, deep stretch, decompressing position. You should feel really good. Do this daily. If you have low back issues, definitely do this daily. Do it multiple times a day and feel good. Hope that helps you guys. Catch you in the next video. See ya.